Can you please make a video on how to post quality YouTube videos and what is needed? Thanks. Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Fatou, and today I'm going to be addressing a comment that one of my subscribers posted on about how to create quality content on YouTube. So first thing first, you can post content on YouTube using your cell phone, right? There's a million videos out there on YouTube telling you your cell phone is enough, your iPhone is enough, and all of these things. And that is true. But for me personally, I am using a camera. I use a Sony camera. It's one of those vlogging camera. I will link it in the description. So that's what I use to film my content. I do agree with people that if you're just getting started, it's not a good idea to go broke buying equipment and things like that before you actually start seeing your own commitment and seeing the growth on your channel. Growth is gonna happen with consistency. Consistency is only up to you, right? There are some times in your life where you feel very motivated and you're posting regularly, and then you see that it's not growing as fast as you thought it would, and you might slack a little bit. But if you already invested money into it, at least for me personally, I will feel like, okay, I already spent all this money buying all these equipments. I have to see this through. You know what I mean? So it depends on how your mindset function. So for me, I paid for the camera with a birthday gift that my brother gave me. He gave me cash, and instead of going to do the things that he told me to do, I just decided, okay, I want to be a YouTuber, so I'm gonna buy a camera with this money instead, right? So I went and got a camera. I also bought some tripods, basic essential that I need for content creation. At that point, I started filming YouTube videos, but I was at a very weird place in my life where I was feeling very low esteem, and I was worried about what people would say, what people would think, what if it doesn't work, people will make fun of me. I grew up in the African community, okay? So you have a lot of people that just wait for you to fall so they can laugh. That's just reality. So I was very conscious about that, and it kind of delayed my process a little bit. Not even a little bit, a lot, because fast forward 2 years later is when I actually had the gut to start creating content on YouTube. Because I just kept seeing this camera laying there, and I think it was $700 or $800 for the camera at the time. And that was a lot of money. So I just kept seeing the camera laying down, and I kept telling myself, I spent all this money on this camera, I'm not using for anything else. Why am I not using it for YouTube? So I had to do a lot of self-reflection and understand myself and understand the reason why I was not doing what I'm supposed to do. So of course you're gonna come up with a million excuses. I'm too busy, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. But if it's something that you really want to do, you will make the time for it. So I consciously made the decision to make time to create the content, and that's what I'm working on right now. I'm still not all the way there, but I'm really working on it now. And I also handle it like any of my other businesses. I have other businesses that I do, and I have a set schedule for them. So I started treating YouTube the same way. So now I put content creation in my schedule the same way I put my braiding business on the schedule, the same way I put my hair care business on the schedule. The other reason why I also wanted to get a camera instead of starting with my phone is because I wanted to get used to posting quality content from the start. Because a lot of the time when you're a new creator, if you hear a noise in the background, that's my son crying. He's fine. He's with my mom, so he's fine. But what was I saying? Yeah, so when you're a new creator and you're using your cell phone, let's be realistic, right? We're not in 2010 where everybody was new to YouTube, everybody was new to this content creation lifestyle. It would pass without observation, let's put it that way. But to be honest, in 2024, once you see somebody that's filming with their phone, you know they're filming with their phone, right? So unless you're doing like vlogs or things where you're filming on the go and things like that, when you're doing a sit down video, it shows that you're filming with your phone. when it's YouTube quality. When it's TikTok and Instagram, not as much. But when it's YouTube quality, at least for me, I can tell the difference. And when I can tell the difference, automatically I'm thinking, okay, she's a new creator or he's a new creator. And people don't really take you seriously when you're new. It's a lot harder to have people listen and trust in what you have to say when they see you as a new creator than it is for people to just trust you and follow you and you know interact with your content when they know that you're somewhat established in your craft, right? So I decided that from the start I wanted to post quality video, right? So that's why I went and got the camera instead. And I think the quality of the camera is definitely better than the quality of the phone. Now let's be clear here. I'm not telling you go broke buying all these equipments for something that you have not even started. You don't even know if you're gonna like it or not. That's not what I'm saying, right? But I'm just saying that I personally wanted to invest into it so that I will take it seriously. That's just how my brain works. If I put my money into it, I'm gonna make sure I get my money worth. Okay, but that's how I function. Also, I was lucky enough that my brother gifted me this money, and I went and got the camera, so I didn't go broke trying to become a YouTuber. So if you're in a space where you cannot afford the camera, you cannot afford the lighting and all of those things, by all means, start with your phone. Start with what you have and grow from there. Filming with your phone might not get you the 100,000 subscribers that you need to get your YouTube silver plate, which is my goal this year. Crossing my fingers. But it will get you in a routine. It will get you to learn the consistency that you need to be posting regularly. So by all means, if you cannot afford it, don't go broke trying to become a YouTuber. Start with what you have. Start with the basics, and use. Right now, I would love to use a microphone. I don't know how to use it yet, but I plan on working on my sound next. And then, of course, lighting is a big thing. So I would love to have a studio or at least an area in my house where the lighting is really good, where I can record my videos every day. So a little bit of consistency, because right now I do it by the window in my bedroom, right? So all of those things are things that I will be working on later on. But for now, I do with what I have, right? I would love to have a beautiful background and things like that. But I feel like those are things that can come as you grow. And it's fun for your audience to also see you grow from one thing to another. So for me, it would be on a camera, but for you, it could be from your cell phone to a camera to a whole YouTube studio. Hopefully, let's just put it into existence, right? Work with what you have right now. So in terms of editing, right now, believe it or not, I do very basic editing on my videos. I use the editing on the MacBook. What is it called? iMovie. So I use the iMovie to edit my videos. If you already have a MacBook, an iMovie will do everything that you needed to do for a starter, and you don't have to go crazy. You can just use iMovie to edit your videos and do like basic things. I'm pretty sure it does more than I use it for, but I'm not very tech savvy, so I can't really do much, and it's simple enough for me to understand. So if I can understand, trust me, anybody can understand. Okay, so I'm currently working on trying to find another editing software that is going to be easy to understand and easy to maneuver, so that I can do like a little bit more complex editing and things like that. But when I find out, I'll definitely let you guys know. But before I do, I want to make sure that it works and that it's easy, because I don't know anything. At least I didn't know anything about editing until I started working on my YouTube channel. So even when I watch editing videos, I feel like they're speaking a different language. I don't even understand it, but I'm able to use the one on my MacBook, which is a lifesaver. So you don't really have to overcomplicate your life when it comes to how to start, how to post quality content and things like that when you're a beginner. I feel like if you are able to invest in a good camera, go ahead and buy a good camera. If you're able to work with quality sound, like get a microphone and things like that, just get a nice affordable. They have so many on Amazon. I've actually seen people succeed on YouTube without editing anything or very minimal editing. Me, for example, I have very minimal editing. Not that I have succeeded, but I believe I can. I believe I will be able to make it without, going crazy trying to do all these fancy edits. Because whatever you do, you will have an audience for it. Believe it or not. There are videos on YouTube about the smallest things. There are videos on YouTube about things that at least me, I'll ask myself, like, what? Who is watching this? Right? And you will see they have like thousands of views, hundred thousands of views. And because they have an audience, anything you're talking about, anything you're a fan of, anything you do, you will find your audience. You will find somebody that is interested in it as much as you are, and maybe even more than you are. So whatever your idea is, you're not gonna know if it's interested to somebody else until you actually put yourself out there. So how you do that at a certain point doesn't even matter. It matters that you get started. All right, I feel like I rambled too much in this video, so we're gonna wrap it up. I'm just gonna tell you what the moral of this rambling is about. So first thing first, if you can afford it, I personally would suggest that you invest in a good camera, right? But if you cannot afford it, it's okay to get yourself an iPhone or whatever phone you're using. Start with that. Start building consistency and routine before you invest money into a camera, and then start saving money so that eventually you're able to get a camera. Tell people to give you cash for your birthday, as I did, and maybe use that to buy yourself a camera if you're really going to be serious about YouTube. I don't think you should be using your phone for a very long time. That's the first thing. The second thing is, don't go crazy trying to learn how to do all these fancy editing unless that's the type of content you're trying to create. But if it's something simple, don't go crazy trying to say you have to edit a certain way, you have to put all of these special effects and things like that. Some people don't even care about all that. So don't discourage yourself because you don't know how to edit. Those are the two major points that I want you to take from this video. If you take anything out of this video, take those things out of this video. Invest into a camera if you can afford it. Don't go crazy trying to find a fancy editing software. iMovie is more than enough. All right, guys, that's it for me today. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. And if it's something that's worth a video, I'll definitely make a video about it. Or if you want to add something or you have a comment, leave it in the comments as well, so that way we are growing a community here. We can all learn from each other and grow together. I hope you had something out of this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.